I'm going to give you a breakdown yesterday of what happened. We arrived yesterday in Hill City, South Dakota. We were at the Black Hills Trailside Park Resort. Very nice place. I get pulled in. There was rain about to show up, and I got Teeter out, got her. I got her. I got Teeter out and let her take a break and everything, and started disconnecting the trailer. Got everything hooked up: the sewage, water, electricity. Leveled it out. Everything was great. I was just moving along, and then the power went out, and I could not figure out where. I checked the breakers. I flipped all the switches that were right here underneath the seat that I'm sitting in. There's some fuses down into the bathroom. Again, I've had this Airstream since 2020, but I've only taken it out maybe about 4 times. So it's still new to me in some aspect. So went through everything. It was starting to sprinkle, and I was starting to get worried. And so I went over to the host. Owen was his name. Really nice guy. He went through it. He's a little bit more knowledgeable with the RV stuff than I am. I'm learning. And he went through and he couldn't figure it out. Now, mind you, this is not his Airstream, so it's not his fault. Ended up calling one of those RV maintenance people. They come. Guy named John. It's what he does. He shows up. Great guy. He takes his meter out to the check from the box. We start working our way in. We get in. He gets to the fuse boxes, and it's all doing well. And then, of course, I'm right there with him, laying down on the floor because I'm trying to soak up the knowledge with him and with his problem solving. And I noticed that there's right here, there's a breaker box. This detaches, and then you have a little cover. You have to take it off, and it's got all the breakers. Well, while I was laying over here, not in front of it, he was checking the breakers. I noticed that this panel underneath here comes off. And when I took that panel off, there was a big gray box this big, and it was the main breaker. I'd already went up 3 or 4 times in the nose of where the solar system was, and I couldn't figure out why I was not getting any power. My batteries were drained, and what happened was I got into a hurry. Remember earlier, I was hooking everything up and I was moving in record time. I may have connected the 50 amp cord in a different process. You know, there's a process because you could overload the system and it'll set off a breaker. I was looking for that breaker. I thought all these right here were the breaker. I even, behind the fuses over there in the bathroom, I looked around the back to see maybe if the breaker was there, but it's located underneath the seat that I am sitting in. So we flipped that, boom, everything came on. So at that time it started raining, coming downpour, and but we got everything good and running. So Teeter's happy. Today I'll finish my cup of coffee, and I got up at 6, took a shower, walked Teeter, and I should have took the camera with me, but there's a bridge overlooking this mountain. It's gorgeous here in Hill City. The John, the maintenance guy, the RV maintenance guy, he was explaining me different sites to see. So today, what my plan is what are you doing? What my plan is to go into town here. I got to get some trash bags. I need to get some food. Something else. Trash bags. Coffee maker was still on, sorry. I got to get dog food. I've got to get dog food to Teeter. She just ate her last bit. So, we're going to do that and then drive up to Mount Rushmore, and maybe the Crazy Horse Monument, and check those 2 sites out, and then start getting a game plan for everything else. I'm not really gonna go through the whole touristy thing because that's not my cup of tea. Like I said, I don't know if I've said this earlier, but we stopped at the 1880 town. That was pretty cool. The firefight, the old Western pistol in the saloon, and which is pretty cool. Those 4 or 5 people, they come in. They've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. I've talked to one of the guys. They stay in the RV, and that's all they do. Is they do it at 11 o'clock and at 1 o'clock, and they do they sit in the bar and talk to people, and they're in full garb. I walked around. It's where Dances with Wolves, Kevin Costner's movie, the horse is buried there. There's a lot of memorabilia for the movie inside there in the museum. But it was interesting. But I had seen so many videos of the Wall drugstore. I get down there and I started having anxiety. It's way crowded, full of tourists, and it was just too much for me. I went in and maybe I ate, and then I got back out and we headed on. So with that being said, if it's touristy, I don't know if I'm gonna hit it. If I do, it's gonna be by mistake. Like I said, we're gonna go see the monument, Rushmore, Crazy Horse, and then my plan is to just see it from afar. There's a park somewhere around here where you can drive through. I think it's Custer Park, and just drive around. But one day I'm gonna do a hike at Custer Park, me and Teeter, and just be out in the wilderness. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get a game plan, get logistics all together, and see where we're at from there. But right now, I need to take her for another walk and get in a truck and go get some dog food. And then we're going to hopefully head to Mount Rushmore. So until then, I'll see you in a second.
At the light, turn left onto Avenue of the Chiefs.
It's just me.
So it's 15 no.
Okay, I have a dog. Is she allowed to get out and walk around?
Big, little?
It's a blue heeler, 65 pounds.
So you can take them through the Nature's Gate covered porch there, viewing veranda. They just can't walk on the hardwood floor. Can't go in the restaurant or on the optional bus tour. But it can go this side of the map.
It can go, she can go.
Nature's Gate covered porch. That's through that building.
And
covered porch.
all these?
Well, this has hardwood floors, so that's up to them. But these are, they can. Take that ticket inside with you. Everything on your right. Parking straight ahead there.
Thank you.
Thank you.